Alyssa, do you want to just go around and introduce everybody? And then I'll start after that. Okay?
Okay. So, Mary is a relative of mine. Mary, how is it again? You and Dad are cousins?
Dad and I are first cousins.
Okay. Just have to make sure I get it straight. Okay. And then Nicole I work with. And Stacy's my cousin that I haven't seen forever.
A really long time.
Yeah. Jolene is a good friend for, I don't know, forever now. And Sheila is like my big sister. Her mom was my daycare lady all my life. So her and Chuck are my family. Is that Tabby?
It is.
Okay. Hi, Tabby. Well, we both went to Minot High, but we met at ING, mostly, I guess. And then Sabrina and her mom. I met Sabrina in college. And we've been friends for, like 20 years or something now? A long time. So, yeah, that's everybody that's on right now.
Awesome. Well, my name's Andrea. And I met Alyssa at my brother and sister-in-law's wedding. Coming up on 16 years.
I was going to say it's longer than us.
16 years ago. And Alyssa just saw some of my posts. We had totally lost touch. We were definitely just like Facebook friends since the wedding. And then last year, about a year ago, she reached out to me about the products.
I can't remember what you posted, and it like totally struck me. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, I don't remember either. And then I don't know where she is on your screen. I was gonna point to my right, but I don't know where she's on your screen. But Marla, if you just want to wave. Marla is my good friend that I met right after I was married about 10, 11 years ago. And we were doing fitness classes together in Mayville, North Dakota. And I saw her posts 4 years ago and just kind of wanted to support a friend because we were pretty close. And so I just wanted to support her business and just got curious and dove into the products, and I'm a lifer now. So I'm a Plexus lifer. So I will just kind of give you a little background about what Plexus is, and then go through a few things, and then I'll pass it over to Marla. And Alyssa, did you want to share your story later on too?
Sure, I can.
Okay. That would be awesome. I literally just handed my kids to my parents just now because normally they're asleep at this point, but I just handed them over because it got to be a really late night. I'm so thankful my parents were here so I could do that. So, I'm here. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're taking time to do this. We really want you to be able to experience what we've experienced. The reason we're doing this is because we kind of just accidentally fell into the products and then love how they've changed our lives and love how they can change others' lives. And so it's just become a passion that we both really love sharing. And Alyssa too, it's really fun to share. She posted the other day, and it's so fun to see people go, oh, I want what you have. That's so awesome. To see how much better you feel and how much weight you've lost and how you feel better. And isn't it worth a lot to feel better? I think we would all agree. We are feeling like crap, or we know somebody who feels like crap, and it's not much fun. So it's definitely worth our time and energy. I was, like I said, I was just kind of curious, and it started with the multivitamin, and I was trying that. And then I added some gut health products, the BioCleanse and the ProBio 5. and I was pregnant at the time. And one thing that I saw, that I was pregnant with my third baby. One thing that I saw was with my first two babies had eczema, allergies, really bad diaper rash, asthma. One of my kids had such severe allergies that he had asthmatic episodes at times. And then once I started having plexus in my pregnancies, my second two babies that were plexus babies didn't have those things. That was one of the biggest eye openers that I had, was that I was able to see a major difference in their gut health. And a lot of those things that we think are just normal issues that we just live with, they're actually gut health issues, like headaches or skin conditions, or the things that we just kind of get used to living with. We don't have to live with them. And once I figured that out, I wanted to share with people. Plexus is a health and wellness company. The focus, we have a couple focuses. One is clean skincare. So we've added a clean skincare line, gut health and healing, and then natural sustaining weight or weight loss, and energy management. So those are kind of our three core areas. Whether your skin is something you want to improve, or gut health, maybe you have an autoimmune issue, or you just want to lose a few pounds, we do have pretty much something for everybody that will make you feel a lot better, or feel better about the way you look, or feel better about your skin. I'll talk about the skincare first, and then I'll pass it over to Marla after that. Our skincare is super simple. It's easy to fit into your life. We have a day and a night serum, and all it is like pump all over your face, done. It's not 6-7 steps. It's not 10 steps. And the results are so quick. Oh, we got somebody else joining. Hello. There's not a bunch of steps that you forget to do, or you don't have time to do. It's just one easy step. And we follow European standards. I don't know if you're familiar with what US standards are as far as what we put in our skincare products, but they're not very good. And compared to European standards, the European standards, they ban 1,400 products. And in the United States, we ban what, like 13 or something? How much? 16?
No, I think 11 is what I heard.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
I heard 11, but I was like, no, that's got to be too low. Yep. I think you're right. So, and what you put on your skin really matters. You actually absorb gets into your bloodstream pretty quickly. Our night and day serums are going to reduce your wrinkles and your lines. And I noticed it within, 5-10 days, I noticed a difference. I have struggled with acne my whole life. I had acne all through high school, all through college, all through grad school. As a young mom, this is me with no makeup, and 36 is when this happened. So age 36, and I'm finally super comfortable going out without makeup. I honestly hated going out without makeup. It was a rarity that I felt comfortable to go without makeup. And now I go through so little makeup because I'm just so much more comfortable in my skin. I don't have the blemishes. And part of that is the gut health system along with the Microbiome as well. So Marla will talk a little bit about that. But and to be honest, our Microbiome skincare system is really affordable when you compare it to other skincare systems. It is quite affordable, and it's simple. And then to go along with that, we have a Beauty Blend Collagen. And give me a show of hands if you know anything about collagen.
No.
Collagen is actually the building blocks of your skin, and actually in your whole body. So we're mostly water, but the second most plentiful part of our bodies is collagen. And after age 21, we quit producing, our collagen production starts to decrease. So we're going to look more tired, more aged. And really the only way to kind of turn back that clock is to add in collagen and to give your skin a more plump, tight, bright look to it. And ours is not just like a collagen that you can get off the shelf anywhere. It's kind of a high-end boutique kind. It has ceramides, biotin, vitamin C, vitamin E, and superfoods. And it has both type 1 and 3 collagen. So it's really very bioavailable. And you can mix it with anything. It's neutral. I put it in my coffee every day. Or if you want to put it in a shake or your Slim or whatever else you drink, it's awesome. You don't taste it. And it's actually the Joyome, so the day and night serum and our collagen, and a 7-pack of Slim is a welcome pack, is on sale right now for $89, which is an insane deal. So that would be, if you're wanting improvement in your hair, skin, nails, and joints and your gut, your whole body is made up of collagen. So it's super important for your health and your beauty. And then we'll go right into the gut health products, and Marla is going to talk a little bit about our foundation, the Triplex.
Hi, Debbie, Amanda, and Amy. You joined Dr. and Lori.
Okay, hi. Do you want me to share my testimony quick too or not?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay, so can I just find out from you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you know about gut health? Like, are you on probiotics? Have you heard about it, prebiotics? Just so I kind of know. Show me 10, 5,
No.
5, 6.
I'm actually pretty much dairy free now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you've had some gut issues.
I do. Yeah, I actually have to see a
Sensitivities.
gastroenterologist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just kind of talk about signs of gut health that I had all my life and didn't know it. Okay. So I remember being very young, getting headaches all the time, being addicted to sugar. And then I started giving myself allergy shots in high school back in 1981. I was always active with basketball and those kind of things, but I got mono in high school. And then after that, a lot of sinus infections, and I was always tired. I'm a retired school teacher now, but during my school, and then I had kids and all that, two kids, I was always like, every 3 months it was sinus infection, but I was napping all the time. I ended up being diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I had IBS issues, hiatal hernia. I had acid reflux. Iron was always low. So the signs were there, but I was taking ibuprofen all the time. So I taught school full time, taught fitness 19 years. And I always preached that you don't need supplements, just eat right and exercise. But yet I was miserable. And being a fitness instructor, you get exposed to a lot of different products. I'm just going to mute so we can hear. Hold on 1 second. But if you guys have questions, just raise your hand and unmute yourself. I'm a former teacher, so I'm used to interruptions and all those things. Elementary. Okay. Just going to mute so that I get distracted easily. There we go. Okay. All right. So anyway, when my friend from college, Mayville State, started posting about how amazing she was feeling. She was off 6 medications, had lost 35 pounds. And last I talked to her, she was miserable. She had just came off of 52 weeks of chemo radiation. Her body was a mess. And she was on all these medications and had gained all this weight. And she was always a tall, skinny volleyball player, And so I watched her for 5 months on social media and finally just said, is this for real? Because she would talk about how it helped from A to Z. Like, how can it help from A to Z if it's one product? Like, come on, and weight loss. You know, to me, I was very skeptical. So I decided to try it because I said, well, it has a 60-day money back guarantee. I wanted to lose like 10 pounds. And I really didn't think it would help with everything. So I just said, I'll just get my money back. I'll lose my weight and get my money back. That's how cheap I was. And so 5 years later, to think that I'm doing this is just crazy. But I suffered with headaches and migraines as I got older a lot. Max Salt was my friend. So anyway, long story short, 5 months later, I had to start telling people because I hadn't had a headache, hadn't taken an ibuprofen, woke up without an alarm. Like that had never happened in my life. My night sweats got better too. And sugar cravings right away went away. So why did that happen? I didn't really understand. I didn't know what a probiotic was. I just kept taking the stuff, you know? And then this business was born when my friends, they trusted me. And then I had to learn more about all this, which has been really a fun journey being a teacher. I'm not a science teacher, but now I feel like this has just really taken me down an avenue that's been kind of fun. So our gut, if you think of your gut as a garden, our gut microbiome, you know, we're supposed to have like 85% good gut bacteria and 15% bad when we're born. But sometimes we're born with compromised gut, especially C-section babies, because they don't get the lactobacillus coming through the birthing canal. And if moms have poor gut health, babies get poor gut health automatically. And so like cradle cap is a sign of yeast overgrowth or poor gut health. Fungus in the toes. I always had fungus in my toes too. I thought that was just a hereditary thing, but I don't have that anymore. It's kind of gross. Oh, and constipation. I always was constipated. When I was pregnant with my son in 1992, the doctor gave me some herbs to put on. It was a herbal laxative because I didn't want anything X-Lax or anything like that. And in 2015, I had been taking it that many years. I needed it to go. I was told that one of the ingredients has been linked to colon cancer, and both my parents have had cancer. So I had to stop that. So Plexus kind of was introduced at the right time because the products are holistic system. That's the #1 selling holistic system, is what I started with. It's called the Triplex Combo, which I think, Alyssa, is that what you started with too? Yep. And then Andrea eventually started on that. And that really addresses what Andrea talked about, our gut health and inflammation and blood sugar stability. So if your gut is compromised, then you end up getting a lot of candida yeast and fungus, and then it kind of takes over your body and you can't absorb nutrients. You start craving sugar. You're sick all the time, and you can get systemic candida also. So I didn't know all that. Now I know because I feel amazing. I haven't taken a nap in 5 years. I'm 56. I have 7 grandkids. And that's just crazy because every time we would drive in a vehicle, whether I was tired or not, I would fall asleep. And now I just feel alert, but not jittery. So these products really balanced my body, and and also achy too. I used to be achy all the time, my joints, and I don't have any of that anymore. So what are these products? The Slim product is our kind of flagship product. It's a pink drink that's yummy. We have a microbiome activating one or a hunger control. So we have 2 formulas. And it was actually created for type 2 diabetics. And what they found after the study is that it didn't just help the type 2 diabetics, it helped everybody lose weight, feel better, less aches. So, but knowing that everyone lost weight, they called it Slimmed, kind of a marketing gimmick. But I always say, think of it as an acronym, steady levels inside me, because that's what it does. When your blood sugar is stable, your hormones are stable, then your insulin is more able to accept food, this energy coming in. You're not going to become insulin resistant either. So there's chromium polynicotinate in here that actually balances your blood sugar. And what is chromium? It's a trace mineral that we get from our foods are supposed to, but our soil is dead, right? We don't get everything we should from it. So they say a lot of us are chromium deficient and don't realize it. So chromium is essential to balance blood sugar, but also for insulin to work properly. And all the other ingredients in here, they're clean. There's alpha-lipoic acid. If you've researched that before, that detoxifies your body, detoxifies your liver. So it takes the icky stuff out of our body that it doesn't know how to process, like Cheetos, right? Doesn't know how to process Cheetos. No, it's not real food, right? How many have eaten Cheetos? Every time I drove, I used to eat those before Plexus. That was my go-to. Orange fingers. Anyway, so it's just been amazing. I haven't had one headache since I've started. That's just been unbelievable. So, and the coloring is from beet extract, and beets are good for cholesterol. So people get balanced. You know, when your blood sugar is balanced, you don't have inflammation. Cellular inflammation triggers everything from the root cause. So that's where disease starts when you research it. So any questions about the Slim drink? No? Okay. Then the other products are with our triplex is Probio 5. This is a probiotic, but also digestive enzymes and an antifungal in here, plus a few vitamins. So what this does, it doesn't just plant good strains, but it cleans out the bad. There's an enzyme called chitinosinase, and that actually shreds the biofilm on the candida. So that's what really helps balance your body and get rid of the bad. So if you decide to try this, we'll get you in a 3-way chat with Alyssa, Andrea, to just make sure you customize to the right products. And also if there is any, like we start you on a chart so that you go slow. We start really slow on the products and then progress up to 4. And there can be, you know, some detox too, if you have a lot of candida and fungus in your body. The other thing is BioCleanse. I don't have my bottle down here. BioCleanse is a magnesium supplement with sodium bicarbonate and vitamin C, which actually acts as a gentle cleanser. So it's not like a cleanse that it runs through you, but magnesium is so essential for our bodies, and most of us are deficient in magnesium also. It's responsible for, you need it in order for our bodies, our cells to really function. And there's like 300 processes that magnesium is responsible for in our body. Also, it's oxygenated, which makes a difference with our blood. The more oxygenated our blood is and our environment that our body is, the less disease can thrive. So an acidic body creates disease, likes to live there, right? So if you have trouble going bathroom every day, that creates an acidic environment. If you have too much sugar, if you've been on antibiotics, 1 round depletes your gut bacteria up to a year. And antibiotics are necessary, right? But so a lot of us people are walking around, they say probably 70% of Americans that are on the SAD diet, standard American diet, are probably walking around, we call it dysbiosis. So anyway, that's what I started with, and 99% of the people on my team started with the triplex, and then we like to start with less. I always say less is more, so that you can progress and to try other products. But collagen is so essential also for healing your gut lining, and just if your body's not balanced and functioning normal, your metabolism isn't going to work right either. So we have a team full of people that are off medications. A gal has, I mean, just extreme testimonies that would just blow you away. So we have events once a month that we invite people to come and hear testimonies, which is really fun. It's my favorite part. And now I'm an emerald in the company. It's the 3rd highest rank in the company, where you get profit sharing, get a Plexus Lexus, trip to Hawaii, which I did not apply for this job. So if I can do this, you can too. But it's been a blessing, just the journey on this, and just all the people that have been helped, and it's all natural. That's what's just been a huge blessing. So
Thank you, Marla. I just wanted to add to that too. You know, I didn't really realize that there was an entire ecosystem living inside of me, that there was a whole nother world where actually there's trillions of microbes in our body and on our body. So you have a microbiome in your gut, and you have a microbiome on your skin, and both our skin line and our gut health products are going to improve the gut microbiome. We're actually 10 to 1 human cells. So we are more microbiota than we are human,
yes.
right? That's crazy.
Crazy, I know.
So it's really important. That's why we have to make it a happy place. And speaking of happy, 70% of our immune cells are in our gut. And that is, if you've ever heard of a gut-brain connection, when your gut is happy, your mood is going to be happy. So many people get on these gut health products and they all of a sudden realize, oh my goodness, my anxiety, it's decreasing, or I feel happy. This hasn't happened in so long. People are realizing that you have to take care of the inside of our guts to get the brain connection where we want it to be. And that's really awesome to see people start to feel better. We actually have a probiotic that is really a nice add-in after you've been on the triplex for a while, and it's called Vital-Biome, and this was studied in clinical trials, and it showed a decrease, clinical studies showed a decrease in feelings of anxiety and stress. So that's, I take this one every morning too. I love that one. Trying to think if there was anything else that I should cover quick.
I just have to mention about the serotonin. Do you want to mention that if you're making
go ahead, Marla.
Well, if you're magnesium deficient, your gut can't produce serotonin. And just to give you an idea of the sugar we consume, when you start reading labels, I don't know if you guys read labels, but I was consuming so much sugar before the products, which I did not realize. So like it takes 54 molecules of magnesium to process 1 gram of sugar. And so when the magnesium gets depleted, where do you think the magnesium's pulled from? It pulls from your bones. So the products in our triplex are synergistically, the ingredients they synergistically work together to help so many root causes. That's why people start feeling happier. Their serotonin starting to be replaced. And then serotonin helps create the melatonin. So how many people do you know that can't have anxiety, depression, that can't sleep? And I just had an event for a 21-year-old who's been on anxiety and depression meds since middle school. And my daughter used to babysit her. And she is off her medication, you guys. And she was crying, telling her testimony. It's just such a blessing. I mean, medication is needed sometimes, but it isn't always the best in long-term result that you want. So, but yeah, that just kind of blew me away with the magnesium and sugar when you think about how much sugar we consume in a day. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. Alyssa, do you want to share what the products have done for you?
Sure. I was actually just trying to look back on your page to see what you had posted that like caught my eye, and I think I found it. It was something about, did you know, and then you posted things like, did you know that antibiotics take, sorry, I'm trying to find it again, that antibiotics take a year to get out of your system, and you had something about like anxiety and all this stuff. And then that's when I think I reached out to Andrea and wanted to hear more about it. Because I think all of you know I have anxiety and depression. It actually started the year we got married. I just kept saying I was sick. I didn't know what was going on. I think I was having like anxiety attacks, and we had lost like a bunch of close people right in a row. We had a wedding. We were in a rollover. Like there was just a lot of stuff. And so whatever, I got that taken care of. So then that was one of the things that triggered it. And then I have a gluten issue. I've never been like tested, but my cousin Heather, which some of you know, can't have like any of it. And she was telling me like all of her symptoms, and I'm like, that's me. Like every time I eat, I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, that can't be normal. So then I cut a bunch of that out. I do, now that I'm on Plexus, I can have more and feel okay, which is awesome. So, I mean, I do have it sometimes or whatever. And then the other huge thing for me for the last year has been not being sick. I've not been sick for the whole year. I started June 3rd, so almost June 3rd. I have not been sick at all. Like I used to use my sick days plus my personal days because I took too many sick days, and I was just always sick. So I've given all the credit to Plexus that I've not been sick. Jason was sick twice this winter. I did not get it. And then I love how if you start feeling sick, you just can take more probiotics. So then that's kind of what I do. And so I started with the triplex combo, the Slim, the BioCleanse, and the probiotic. And then I do the X Factor, which is the vitamin. And then, is that all that I'm doing? Yeah, I think that's it, right? I haven't tried everything yet, but that's, I think, the 4 that I do. So I was doing a prenatal because, well, I've been doing that for like 5 years, but so I switched from that to the
X Factor.
X Factor, yes. And then I was doing a probiotic, and I was always doing that in the morning, which I didn't know that you weren't supposed to do that. So you're supposed to, so now you take your probiotic at night so I can work on your insides during the night, which I've learned because I did not know that. So, and then the shake I do every morning, and I switch between the Slim and the Microbiome. So I do both of them. And then which other one did?
And when you said the shake, you mean the Slim drink, right?
Yeah, the Slim drink. I always say shake.
That's okay.
The
We have
pink
shakes
drink.
too.
Okay, yeah, and I bought the shake stuff, but I have not tried that yet. So,
You'll like them.
I do need to add more stuff in. And I know Jason, because I've talked to both of Marla and Andrea about Jason he hasn't been like diagnosed with restless leg syndrome, but he has to have it. So I've been talking to them about I need to get him started on stuff too, because obviously he needs it. So and my mom, she's done it, but otherwise I think that's the only word that we have. So hey,
Is that a dog? Sounded like a toilet flushing for a moment.
I'm guessing our deer are here visiting.
Awesome. Thank you.
I guess Drea just kind of would post things, and I would kind of look at them and not really think much. And then, I don't know, there was just one that just triggered me, and I'm like, all right, I got to talk to her. So now it's almost been a year, and I feel much better. I sleep much better. I can't say I've exercised a lot because I hurt my ankle. And I was going to therapy, and I actually just got the clear to start working out again. So I cannot wait to do that. But so I haven't been working out a lot the last few months because I wasn't able to. I have been walking the dogs, but that's about it. So I'm excited to work out again. So that's kind of my story, I guess.
So, and just to go along with working out, it feels so good to sweat. And the three main ways that we detoxify our bodies are sweat, pooping, and peeing. And one thing that I didn't realize before Plexus is how important it is to poop like every day. And I was surprised to find out how many people don't. And if you're not, that's not normal. And maybe it has been normal for you, but it's not normal and it's not good for you. If you're not going to the bathroom regularly, at least twice a day is recommended. Your body is filling up with toxicity, and you're not getting it out. And so that's a perfect breeding ground for disease and inflammation. I'm reading the comments. But yeah,
the other thing too, which a lot of
there's
people
no shame. There's no shame. We talk poop. It's okay.
And see, and I was going too much. Like every time I ate, I was in the bathroom, and I knew that was not. And then my other thing I forgot to say was, obviously on my picture on Facebook, because you all have me on Facebook, I was definitely a lot more inflamed than I thought that I was. Like I would laugh at my mom because she takes like water pill every day and whatever, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, your ankles are huge." Well, I guess that was me, and I didn't know it. Like I didn't realize I was, inflamed everywhere, and I guess I was.
Yeah, you get used to feeling kind of crummy, and then all of a sudden you feel good, and then you're like, oh, lots of people will be like, oh, I don't need these products, and then they stop and they're like, whoa, I did feel crappy before, because then they get used to feeling good, and it feels good to feel good. So I'm just going to go through a couple more products that we have in case you're wanting to know about a few other things. We have 20 products, but it's a small product line, but it's a mighty product line. We have a energy drink called the Active, and the Active is an incredible superfood antioxidant natural energy drink. Marlo's got it right there. It's a powder stick. And there's nothing synthetic in it. If you love pop, if you love Monster drinks, or if you indulge in a latte full of sugar in the afternoon, or probably too much coffee, get this on your list. I love my Active, especially when I've been woken up by kids during the night and it's been a rough night nursing or whatever. I need the Active in the afternoon. we have a new product called it's relatively new. It's called the Meta Burn, and it is adaptogenic herbs, and it's a natural mood booster and metabolism booster. Anyway, and that's a product that my sister-in-law swears by. She uses it regularly and loves how it makes her feel mentally. She feels clarity, and it's a mood booster. So, and then we have our lean shakes. I love mine. This is a chocolate, and I love it with a little avocado and some almond milk, and it tastes like a chocolate milkshake. Love it. And I use it as a meal replacement, or you can use it post-workout or just a snack, or some people make like bake with it, but I just use it as a lunch on the go shake. And it's full of methylated vitamins, and also our X Factor Plus that Alyssa was talking about, which she's used as a prenatal, and I've used mine as a prenatal. My doctor approved it. Is full of methylated vitamins. That means your body's going to be able to absorb what is in it. And our X Factor Plus actually went through clinical studies that showed a decrease in hot flashes. So yeah, Marla, you want to talk on that a little bit? I haven't had any hot flashes yet, but Marla, you can.
Well, I was having a lot of hot flashes when they came out with that 2 years ago. They always had the X Factor, and then they created this X Factor Plus. So we have 2 actually vitamins like that, multivitamins, and then we have a kids with probiotics. But I couldn't believe within a week my hot flashes were gone. And then a friend that I was teaching with, we actually went to college together too. She had the patch for her hot flashes, and that she wasn't supposed to continue like for 15 years. And like she had to keep switching doctors because they didn't want, to let her have the patches. She took the patch off even. She was, I'm going to see if this worked, because she's a gold ambassador too. A lot of my friends do this with me now. But she couldn't believe it. Within 3 days, her hot flashes were gone. And that's 2 years ago. Is it 2 years it came out? 2 years ago, I think. Mm-hmm. So, but still my husband takes it. It's not just for women. It's a multivitamin, but that extra grapeseed extract in there helps with the menopausal symptoms. So most of my friends they've been eliminated, or they've really decreased, or they think they're not working, and then they don't order it, and then they realize, oh my gosh, it was working. And if you're not at that age yet, you don't know what we're talking about till it hits you. Be blessed.
Right. Yeah, and Marla was talking a little bit about our kids vitamin too. So we have a kids multivitamin and probiotic in one. We love this product. I actually had a girlfriend that bought it for her kids, and her husband, who had chronic indigestion, started taking this. He started sneaking his kids vitamins, and he was blown away, and he was a skeptic before, and he took the kids vitamins, and he's like, I'm a believer. I need this stuff, because his indigestion went away. So great multivitamin.
And I've had a lot of people get their kids on or grandkids on that, and it helps even just with constipation, just getting on that alone.
Yep.
Too.
Yep. My family has been blessed by the products because my oldest son had eczema, allergies. We had him tested for allergies because he was having asthmatic symptoms when he would during at the height of his allergy season. And we got him on the probiotic, and over time and consistency, his symptoms have decreased so much. He has never had a coughing episode since then, ever. He is probably my stuffier kid still, but we always have to up his probiotics when he gets a little bit stuffy, but his gut has improved immensely. I mean, he's night and day. And trying to think of, we should talk about the Is too. So we have a inflammation fighter. You have it right there. Good job. Inflammation fighter called the Is, and it has turmeric and green-lipped mussels in it, and it is so great for fighting inflammation. Some people that have chronic inflammation can take it in what we call a loading dose, and over time they'll decrease their inflammation and start to feel much better until they can be in a maintenance dose. I keep it on hand for my kids if they have a sinus stuff going on in the wintertime, or if I have a kid with an ear infection, or what I suspect is an ear infection. We haven't been to the doctor for any sickness in 6 years. And I have 4 little kids under the 9 and under. And before that, I was in the doctor's office all the time. I was full of anxiety because I wanted to find a natural solution for my son. They just gave him allergy meds. And I said that his mood changed when he was on allergy meds. I saw that as a mom, and I was just not okay. I wasn't going to keep doing it. And I feel like God totally led me to this. And we've been so blessed by it ever since then. So, and my husband's really been blessed too. He had some IBS issues, and he's so much better now. He used to really struggle with eating certain foods, and his tummy's much improved. I used to struggle with recurrent yeast infections. Haven't had one since I've been on the products. So I'm super thankful. Not always fun to tell people all these things, but it's real life. And I figure if I can help somebody, then it's worth it.
I just wish that they could see like a bunch of the testimonies, because they're crazy.
Yeah.
There's like everything you can think of, like migraines, lupus, arthritis, like everything. It's crazy.
Well, what's fun now that we've been doing this 5 years, I've been doing this 5 years, Andrea 4, I think 4.5. And now everybody, I used to just send testimonies. I didn't know people, but now it's us, like our people on our team. So it's so much more meaningful. Like our wellness event, we had 6 ladies shared. One is a lawyer and attorney in Grand Forks. She has 6 autoimmune diseases, POTS. I can't even remember them all. She has felt like crap for so long, and she's out running, you guys. I mean, she'll always have her diagnosis, right? But she's managing her symptoms better than she ever has. And she had gone through a lot of doctoring. She was, yeah. So anyway, and then another gal, she is a pharmacist, and she's from Mayville. Her dad was one of my teachers in college, and she ranked up to gold yesterday. I think I told you that. Anyway, they own the biggest pharmacy in Grand Forks, but she does this because she believes in it. And her story, she had RA. She does have RA, had pooping issues all of her life. And she went to a sip and share that we had just to support her friend. And then after hearing all the testimony, she's like, I think I need to try this. And so now, and that was a year and a half ago. So, and then who are some of the other wellness people? Just hearing the stories is just, yeah, it is, Alyssa. When you start having people that you've helped, Alyssa, you'll be just a crazy plexus lady. The rest of us.
Well, I got it to my fertility doctor too, and she was fine with all of it as well. So
we just signed up another physician, and I have 3 nurse practitioners, 1 PA in my team, and another chiropractor also just the other day. So yeah, it's going to be more and more medical people. So it's pretty cool. I think the education's out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And right now is the time where everybody's learning about natural health, right? A lot has changed in the last few months. I will talk about the ways that you can get plexus in your life. First way is you could sign up as a preferred customer under Alyssa, and you could, if you just want to dip your toes in a little bit and try a multivitamin, or maybe just try an energy drink, or just try one product, I would recommend just signing up as a preferred customer. If you just want to try it out, try something small. But if you want to try something like the triplex, that's kind of our foundation. That's our foundation for gut health. Or maybe if you just want to try the skincare system, those are 2 ways that you could get going right away. You could sign up as a wholesale ambassador. That doesn't mean that you have to start selling to people. And if you want to, you can. If you don't want to, that's okay too. I didn't tell anybody about the products for a long time because I was scared. But now
this is
it's
my first time I've shared. I haven't either.
yeah, and there's the beauty. One of my favorite things about Plexus, and this is my honest opinion, is that you are not obligated to purchase a certain amount. You're not obligated to have inventory as an ambassador. You don't have to worry about shipping. You are just what it says, an ambassador. You get the wholesale products. It's like a Sam's membership, and it's good for a year. It's usually $40 for that membership. Right now it's on sale for just $10, and all of our welcome packs are 10% off. So not only do you get wholesale products, but you can get them, you have access to a welcome pack, which is the cheapest you'll ever get them. And if you're something you don't want in your welcome pack, I'll buy it from you because I can't get it that cheap. And then we have something called a loyalty rewards program, and that's another benefit of being an ambassador. If you, let's say you just love your triplex and you're on it for 3 months straight, third month you get a free full-size product just for loving your products and taking them and having them ordered every month and having your subscription on. If you end up wanting to push back your subscription, you can do that. You can change your subscription. You can always wiggle it around, but you're never locked in, and that's a real blessing, I think. And then you get commission on your own products, right, Alyssa? Pretty awesome, right?
Yes,
like
I get paid to order my own products.
Right. I mean, who gets paid to take their own products, right? And then if you want to, you can add friends, grab a few friends. And right now Plexus has an incentive going on for adding friends to your or having them sign up with you. If your friends sign up with you, then you can get a $520 referral bonus. If you sign up, let's say you sign up 6 people with you in the next, whatever, actually it goes into June, right, Marla?
Just found out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You
Yeah.
have to sign them up though within the 30 days or whatever, but yeah.
Right. So you can get up to a $520 referral bonus. And that, not very many, and this is just something Plexus is doing right now. They just came out with this last month, and they're giving away money for the stimulus program.
Yeah. They set aside $6 million when this pandemic set out. Our company's led by just some really high integrity men. I've never been on a call, now that I'm corporate with them, where they push sales, or it's always about helping others. And that's just the biggest blessing too, is being led by people with not sales mind. We're a product driven company, but.
So yeah, those are the couple ways that you can get Plexus in your life. If you are interested in learning more, reach out to Alyssa, and what we would do is we would, her and myself and yourself, we would get in a 3-way chat, and we could figure out what products work for you and what to try out, and how to sign up if you want to sign up as preferred customer or an ambassador, or that route. Okay. Awesome. Does anybody have questions? I just want to open it up for questions.
Well, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep.
Okay, I've never done this before, but well, I hope that's not my face, because I'm just, my complexion's all messed up and everything, but I think it's a blessing that Alyssa brought me on to this video chat, because God must have been talking to her or something, because I work in a grocery store and my legs hurt constantly. I can hardly walk out of the store. And my gut has gotten so huge in the past few weeks, and I've lost so much energy, and the restless leg syndrome's coming. So I've tried so many things, but I don't have any guidance. So when I start something, I don't, I drop out or I stop it because I don't know that it's working and I don't have any instructions on how to use it. So definitely interested. But and thank you, Alyssa, for inviting me.
You're welcome. I just want everybody to know, because I think people think you're going to like feel great in 3 days. It takes a while.
Yeah.
I think it took me probably at least 6 months to feel better. And I would like reach out to Andrea and be like, oh, and she's like, nope, just give it time. Like, it took your gut I'm 38 years to get this way. It's going to take a while for it to heal and feel better.
But
Yeah.
so mine has gotten so bad. My acne is so bad. And I had that trouble when I was younger, but and then the masks don't help a lot now, and after they just give you a prescription and it dries out your skin. I went to get some makeup and the lady goes, oh my gosh, your skin is so dry. I've never seen anybody with skin so dry. And the pain I have after work of my body just hurting, and I'm pretty active and I'm never sick a lot. Never had like any, I've been blessed. I've been one of the blessed ones in my family not to have any surgery or anything. So I'm very thankful, but I want to get out and mow the lawn. I take care of myself. My kids are gone now and they're like, Mom, I'd love to go on vacation with you, but you can't keep up with us. Your legs are always hurting. And I'm like, I want to go off. So I force myself, but then I think I do more damage than good. So.
Yeah. And that's where the 3-way chats are so nice, because they'll send you like a picture to identify with, like count all the symptoms, signs that you're identifying with, and like your aching legs and, gut issues. And then sometimes we add the ease with our triplex. If you have a lot of, like I had 22 signs from that picture and now I don't have any, but ease is a good thing to add to the triplex if you have a lot of, like, acne is inflammation. I mean, it's all acne's gut health, sign of gut health, and if you don't get to the root cause. But yeah.
And I do a lot of FaceTime and stuff with my nephew and my kids, and they're always snapping pictures and stuff, and I just don't look good. And I mean, I just have so much acne. I just like, come on. And I just don't know what to do to get rid of it. So, but I know there's a gut issue because it's so swollen right now. I've been trying everything and I don't know. It's just, so I am definitely interested in trying something. So, you go to the doctor and they don't really, I've heard about gut health, but you don't know where to start. And I know probiotics are good and they say eat yogurt, but then if you read the yogurt stuff, there's a lot of sugar in that stuff.
Right.
And so it need guidance.
I have an autoimmune thing too, and I went to the doctor and of course they gave me drugs. Well, when you're trying to have a kid, you can't be on those drugs. So then I actually found a book about it and read about it, and I've cut out certain foods. They're the nightshade foods. I think I've told some of you about this. But yeah, I cut out the certain nightshade foods and I feel much better. So that's what I got too. Here, take a drug, and then I get Drea's thing that says it takes a year to get antibiotics out of you, and I'm like, oh gosh.
It is no joke. Yes. Antibiotics just wreak havoc on us. And yes, I'm very thankful for modern medicine, but not always beneficial for our bodies.
Yeah. Thing too with healing, health, the word heal is in it, not Band-Aid approach, but when we have symptoms, our bodies get telling us something, or when we're diagnosed with something, or we've been dealing with something for years, it's for every year you've been dealing with an issue, it takes 3 months to heal. So when I started, I've been dealing with a lot from my childhood, and I was 52 when I started. I'm like, well, I'm going to be healing forever. But I feel amazing now. And so you got to think.
We went to the spa and I did that foot detox thing, and my water was like nasty brown. So I asked the lady, and I was like, when will it be clear? And she said, never, because we always have toxins going in our body.
Yeah.
So it'll never be clear, whether it's food or whatever. We always have toxins.
You can stay ahead of it, though. Try and stay ahead of it in a little bit.
Did
Makes
anyone
sense.
else? What? Oh, she's asking where's the foot detox.
I went in rugby with Pam, Mrs. Sievertson.
Did anybody else want to ask anything on here? Questions from Marla or myself before we sneak off?
It'd be fun to like get back together in 3 months for those of you that hop on and see how it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This is fun for me because I told Alyssa I didn't know if I could do this Zoom thing. I'm not good at all this mechanical stuff. but I did it. I did it.
get it. Woohoo!
2 months ago.
Thanks for the help. So,
Yes, and thank you all for showing up. I know it takes time and time away from your whatever you're doing, and so I appreciate everybody coming on. You are somebody who wants.
I said, yes,
What's that?
thank you, because I told her I might have 2 people.
I know. I was like, oh, 2 to 5 is good. We got a whole group. That's awesome.
I'm glad you reminded me because I definitely forgot. And then you're like, see you at 8:30. I was like, oh yeah, yep, we're doing that tonight.
Yes, the 3-way chat, Nicole. So once we get off, reach out to Alyssa. Alyssa will put us in a 3-way chat, and then we can talk about, I can send you that chart that Marla was talking about, and we can kind of figure out what kind of changes you want to see in your journey.
Yep.
So in health journey.
Yeah, and then you get to be in our fun wellness group. We have Zooms once a month. Like I said, you can hear more testimonies. I don't know, Alyssa, if you like that group at all, but different people go live each day. The Glammy Gutsy group.
Yep, I'm part of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. You can be part of a good
Part of a health group. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of accountability, and that's good. So, all right. Well, thank you all. This was really fun. Okay. We'll hopefully see you soon.
thank you.
Bye.
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 Thanks, Alyssa.
Bye, Liz.
Thank you, Alyssa.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you, Alyssa.
You're welcome.